This video is about solving quadratic equations with fractions. Okay, so the first step is we have to find the lowest common multiple of the denominators. So our denominators x and x minus 2, we have to find the lowest common multiple in order to find the common denominator. So the lowest common multiple between x and x minus 2 would be just the two of them multiplied by each other, and this becomes now our common denominator. Okay, so our common denominator over the whole thing is x and x minus 2. Okay, so I look at the first one. Let me change. Okay, so I look at the first one, the 1 over x. I have the x, but I'm missing the x minus 2. Yeah, so I have the x, but I'm missing the x minus 2, so I add that to the top. For the 2 over x minus 2, I have the x minus 2. I have the x minus 2, but I'm missing the x. So I add the x to the top. And for the 3, I'm missing everything. I have nothing there, neither the x nor the x minus 2. So I'm adding both to the top. Okay, now because the common denominator goes over the whole equation across the equal sign, that's important, it goes across the equal sign, I can just ignore it, yeah? So I can ignore this now, leave it out, because it is the same for the whole equation, it goes across the equal sign. Okay, so I can just now multiply out the top, just keep the top, that's it. So I have my x minus 2 plus 2x equals, and now I multiply out the yellow bracket. So 3x times x is 3x squared, and 3x times minus 2 is minus 6x. So now I have a quadratic equation, because I have a square here. So I have to, I said before, the only way we can solve it is if we equal it to 0. Yeah, so it has to equal 0. That means I'm going to bring all of this to this side. So if I bring everything to this side, then I'm left with just 0. Nothing else, only 0. So 3x squared minus 6x is already there. And then I bring everything else over. So the x on this side becomes a minus x on the other side. The minus 2 on this side becomes a plus 2 on the other side. The plus 2x on this side becomes a minus 2x on the other side. Okay, and then I put it all together. So we have 3x squared. So I have a minus 6x minus x minus 2x. That gives me minus 6 minus x is minus 7, minus 2 is minus 9x. And I have then a plus 2. Okay, good. So this would be my quadratic equation. And again, I can either factorize or use the minus b formula in order to solve this. So I'm going to use the minus b formula. So x equals minus 9 plus minus the root of minus 9 squared minus 4, 3, and 2 over 2 times 3. Yeah, so we know from the minus b formula this would be our a, our b, and our c. Okay, I can put this in the calculator, but let's see, can we solve it like this? So minus 9 plus minus 81 minus 24 over 6, x equals 9 plus minus the root 57 over 6. Okay, so there's not much more we can do with this, so we can just leave it in this form, or if you put it in the calculator you can get a decimal solution.